Welcome, people. I'm Paul. I am from Glover Nursery, and here is what we have, at least for right now. Now is a good time to think about other kinds of rose care than just pruning. Disease control is really important. This has been a wonderfully wet winter, which we obviously are still experiencing. There's an upside to this. We got plenty of water. That's a good thing for all of our roses. Roses like the Utah heat and dry, but they also appreciate a decent amount of water so they can push all that fluid into their flowers and give you the biggest flowers that they can. With, however, wet temperatures also means that we do increase the possibility for certain kinds of rose diseases here in Utah. Very lucky that we don't have a lot of fungal-borne diseases in Utah, but we do have things like powdery mildew, maybe some leaf spot every now and then, but nothing like folks in other more humid parts of the country have to deal with. But I think this year you're probably going to expect to see more powdery mildew than we've seen over the past couple of years, where it's been drier coming out of the winter months. So that means you want to be thinking of some kind of a fungicide product that you can spray on. I would probably not do it today, but once it warms up, it'll warm up by this time next week, and you can put these on. So these are two different kinds of fungicides. This is a copper fungicide, more copper fungicides as well. This is what's called RTU, or ready to use. So this would be stuff that you would be spraying on your roses, but you would do this with by pumping it. Otherwise, this is a hose end sprayer, and this is probably if you've got substantial rose collection, and this would just start to wear on your arms doing it. But this is something that you would just put on the end of your hose and spray away. That's going to be some fungicide for your fungus control. Other kinds of problems that we're probably going to see this spring, you're going to see aphids. Aphids are something that we tend to have here in Utah. The nice part about our dry Utah summers is that our aphid problems do tend to literally dry up when it gets too hot for those guys to survive. But you will see pretty substantial aphid population when it's still cool in the springtime. There are lots of aphid eggs that are probably sitting on your roses right now, just waiting for the right time to begin to wake up. So a horticultural spray is a good idea. And what this will do is it will smother those eggs. So here's one that is more of an organic product. It's a biofungicide, and it's a bactericide as well. This will help to control those populations. And then this is another horticultural oil. Oils are the ones that really help to suffocate a lot of those eggs that are nested inside the crotches of branches and such. Now, a lot of that population is going to be removed as you're pruning your roses as well. But you would put this on after you prune as a way to ensure that any populations that are still left over have been taken care of.